You are now listening to Between Us Girls, the podcast, where we discuss life's fuckeries and then some over wine.
Hey, welcome to our show. This is Michelle,
Danielle,
and Kiara, and this is
Between Us Girls.
And tonight we are sipping on. What are we sipping on, Danielle?
We are sipping on a 2014 Pinot Noir from Dundee Hills. The alcohol content is 13.5%.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Good. Good stuff.
Much better than that 5% that Marcus brought through.
So we will be rating the wine based on appearance, aroma, body, finish, and taste.
Right. At the end of the shoot.
Each category goes from 1 to 5. So the top score of 25 for the wine.
Okay, so we're gonna rate them for each category.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just kind of group it together.
Yeah. Okay. Just say usually we're give it a 20 or whatever.
Just based on all of those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Danielle, what is your positivity for this week?
So this week, the PSA was clear your circle. You already face internal struggles. No need for external ones. So basically, what that means is you already have different things that you're facing by yourself in your own head. And so you don't need other people to add on to it. You don't need the negative Nancy's. You don't need these frenemies. I think at some point we're gonna need to have a whole conversation about frenemies because I don't really understand the purpose or the point of that. But I guess if you feel like some people can be useful, but I don't think you need that energy. But basically, you just need to clean your circle around and surround yourself with positive people that actually want the best for you.
Right.
People that are happy to see you happy. Yeah. You need that encouragement from other people, whether you realize it or not. Because you can't do anything in this life on your own.
That's true.
You make it nowhere by yourself. Nowhere.
Right. And if the people around you are negative or sabotaging you, even if subconsciously, you know, when people are unhappy, what do? They're like, I want everybody to feel like I feel.
Right.
So when you feel so good or we're doing really well or we're so positive, somebody's like, well, remember that time that y'all wasn't shit? You know what
exactly.
I mean? Bringing up stuff.
Why are you bringing up old shit?
Right. Or just,
let me live shit. You know
right.
what I'm saying? I'm trying to make my life better than it was yesterday.
Right. And that's what you need to be doing too.
Right.
You don't need to be worried about what I'm doing. Really, you don't need to be worried about what I'm doing unless to say, hey man, I'm proud of you.
Right.
Because it doesn't affect you.
Right. Yeah. So just clean your circle out.
Yeah.
I think it's you should do that as often as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because who is good for you today may not be good for you tomorrow.
That's so true.
So just because a friend today is a friend that you need in your corner, next year, next week, that shit can change real quick. So if somebody starts to say, because I think a lot of people, the reason they have a hard time clearing their circle is because those people have been there for them.
Yeah. So it's hard to cut them off.
It's hard to cut them off because you're remembering when they were loyal.
Yeah.
When they helped you out of that certain spot.
Yeah.
So,
but they might not be good for you in this season.
Right.
Exactly. We were talking about that earlier about people having seasons. You have to be able to recognize when somebody's season is up and then have the courage to get rid of them when that season is. Because it takes courage to get rid of people. You can't be a coward.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Right. Because you might end up alone and,
And that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, your loyalty does not extend forever with people that don't have the best of intentions for you.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
We smart.
I know, right?
Okay, so we are going to. You want me to do the questions, or you want to just trade off?
Yeah.
You start. You can start.
Well, wait a minute.
I'll start. So, what is your zodiac sign, so we can properly stereotype you?
I know, right?
Sagittarius.
Oh yeah. She just said that.
So are you afraid of commitment?
No, I've been married for 21 years.
21 years.
Are you serious?
So I guess it just depends. I'm not afraid of commitment, but I do appreciate my freedom.
Yeah, I know that a lot of Sagittarius, like, they need to have their freedom.
I need it.
Yeah.
I need it. So my husband gives me, I won't say he gives me a long leash because I won't say he gives me.
He won't give you?
No. But he understands me and I won't even say he allows me to be me.
He's cool with me
yes,
being me.
he's cool with me being me. He loves me as I am.
That's
say
so
that.
important.
Yeah.
So what is his sign?
Gemini.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, but you guys compliment each other, right?
We do, because he also loves his freedom.
Yeah, that's good.
You know?
And I think that's the most important thing, and this has nothing to do with what we're talking about tonight, as usual. But I think it's so important to find a partner who lets you be you and compliments you just as you are. You know what I mean?
Compatibility is very important.
No adjustments, because at your core, that's who you are. When people go into a relationship already being like, I'm gonna fix this, it's not gonna work. Yeah. So, next question. Before we get into your new projects,
yes,
how'd you get into the business?
Well, I started in the business when I went to college at U of H, and I had a manager back then, and I was in a group called Coffee.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
And then I met my husband.
Like black coffee?
We
no sugar, no cream.
We were trying to be egg. It was like KAFFI. It was crazy, but we liked it because like Carl.
And y'all were young.
We were young. We didn't really know. So I met my husband, and then he was gonna produce some music for us, and we ended up getting married 3 months later.
So it was like a whirlwind.
It was like a whirlwind. Like, we fell in love quickly.
And then y'all just got married, and
we
he
got
was like,
married,
and we gonna be us.
Yeah, so he kept producing for people, but I became mom, wife, all these other things. Then I started doing vocal coaching back in 2008 because I really just wanted to be close to the music. And then in 2015, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna do my album. Right. I'm tired of my life is going in the direction that I don't want it to go. I want to get back to who I was. So I recorded Rumor About Love in 2015, and this is my next one. I'm on to the next now.
Okay. So is this all you ever wanted to do, music?
Yeah.
You've always
it's always to be a recording artist like Whitney Houston and travel the world. That was like, I didn't even want a marriage and kids, so it was a shock to me.
But did you want that wig?
I did. I wanted the wig back. I wanted the leather. I wanted everything. That was gonna be me. And then,
did you want the drug problem?
No, I didn't know about the drug problem back then.
I know at the time we were like,
we didn't know about that kind of stuff.
But you don't get that skinny for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't be that skinny for no reason. Yeah, not for nothing. Even with that wig.
Whitney was I was about to say most terrible. I was like, that don't go together, right? But I'm like, that's not right English. Right English.
See, just stop.
So I had a
you know why you can't say it? Because you finna hate. You finna dry hate, and that's why it ain't working for you.
She was the worst dancer ever in life. Like, she was so stiff.
She was into it. She was into it. And you like,
I was like, why are you hurting yourself? Like, who are you fighting on the inside?
Right. No dancing ass. Just up there like,
my God.
I remember shocking what love can do.
That HBO special. I probably watched that HBO special from back in the day, like probably 10, 20 times.
Just so you could laugh at her?
Which one?
Yeah.
She where she was on tour. I can't remember what it was called, but I just remember it was like a whole big old deal HBO special, and she was on that stage, and she was just was just like, she was so stiff, and it was like, who are you fighting though? Like, is something on the inside wrong with you? You got Tourette's or what?
Some
like
people
your body
just don't
got
have
Tourette's?
rhythm, but they love music. You were on BET Sunday's Best. What was that like? Is that gospel?
It was a gospel show.
Did you use your cuss words?
No. You know what? That was a really good experience for me because it showed me how produced those shows are. Mm-hmm. Because at first I was thinking that, we think that it's going the way that it's being produced to us, the way that we see it, Mm-hmm. Okay. But it isn't. It's very staged, it's very produced. You know? And then being a gospel show, you just expect a certain code.
Yeah.
But it was just like they could have been singing any kind of music, the treatment. Really? And it was just It was
So how do you feel about singing gospel music though?
I love gospel music, and that's the thing too. I hate that there is such a divide to where you can only be one thing. So like the Snoop Dogs of the world and the people that just do what their spirit lead them to do. I can get with that. Yeah. Because sometimes you want to praise the Lord, and sometimes you want to.
You know what? I really have an appreciation for Snoop. Just because, you know, one, you would have never thought that from the first song that he came out with, the first, like, that he would have such longevity in this business. Yeah, you know, and he's very diverse. Like, that's one thing that he's very good at is diversifying himself. Like, he does not just stay within a box that people think that he should be in. Like he feels like, okay, you know what, I wanna do a stage play. Who would have thought that he would be in a stage play?
And who would have thought that Tamar would have quit?
Right, over him. You know,
she quit.
She did.
Yes,
but then she tried to come back. Right, I think I saw she tried to come back.
But that's my problem, because I feel like she's the type of person who feels entitled to things.
Oh yeah.
And Snoop is like,
given things.
Look, man, I'm Snoop Dogg. Okay.
Yeah.
This ain't even finna pop off like that.
Right. I mean, and with all of that, he has a very high work ethic.
He does.
Yeah. Like, so, I mean, I really appreciate.
Did you see the speech that he gave when he got his star?
No, I didn't see it.
He said, he said, I want to thank me.
Okay.
Really, for working hard. And it was so dope, because people don't realize that, yes, God helps us do things. Yes, our family supports us. But you got to go out there and do it.
you have to be the drive.
You have to be the drive.
Yeah.
So you got to give thanks to yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and congratulate yourself for doing a job well done. Because,
right.
You know what it took you to get there more than anybody.
I mean, without you, you wouldn't be doing half the shit that you were doing.
You couldn't do anything without you.
Right. So like, I guess from when you were at U of H up until now, like what has been the greatest lesson that you've learned in all of this?
Oh, I have it tatted on my back.
What?
To thine own self be true.
Oh, okay.
That is my life lesson that I've learned, because we can do so much for everybody else, but this is your life. Yeah. So if you get to the end of it and you haven't done shit for yourself, you will be unfulfilled. You'll be incomplete. You'll be regretful. You'll be bitter.
Yeah.
And at this age, I won't say that I'm bitter, but I've become very selfish because I know that I've neglected my own life to be the mother, to be the everything to everybody else, and to be what society expects, to be present, to be happy, to be all of these things. And so you end up, I mean, you have a lot of stuff that involves other people, but you have nothing for self, and I'm not willing to do that anymore.
I think that's just something, I won't say it's like solely for women, but I would say majority
nurturers,
women, because it's like, you know, we have to be so much in everything and then put ourselves on the back burner.
You know what? I'm gonna go even further. I think that's Black women.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's just Black women.
White women be looking so haggard at the store
because they don't take on the responsibility a lot that we do. And I'm not saying that they're not like us, but we have the burden of a lot of things. So we're burdened by not just what's going on in our home, but society. And a lot of restrictions are placed on us. Like for instance, we have a whole phase. You a hoe. Other women have a whole phase. That was just the
white
moment
women don't
in
get
time.
called hoe phase.
You know?
They just go to college.
They were experimenting. This was a wild time.
I'm over that. I'm okay now.
Yeah, right. But it's become a stigma for us that we have to hold on to for the rest of our life. And our society. Our community is hard on us.
Well, I think that in reference to the whole phase, I mean, I think that it's because Black men in general, like they don't forget or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, oh wait, she may have fucked my homeboy.
Or you know what I'm saying? Fuck somebody who could fuck better than me.
Right, exactly. You know,
that's
it's like
what it boils down to.
So,
like, I don't have the best dick she ever had, and even if she tells me that I do, she lying.
I don't believe it.
Yeah,
because I don't believe my dick is the best. It's just really what it is.
And that's so what it is. And that's exactly what it is. It's a whole self-reflection or whatever. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But yeah, I think that Black men don't forget.
And that's not on us though. That's on them. That's why when I say what I did or what I do or how I like to fuck or whatever, I'm sorry it affects you. Yeah. Because it's about me. Yeah. You know, it's my body. If I want to slut walk or whatever.
Okay, let's not go that far.
I just wanted to say say that.
And I won't say
that out there.
I wanted to be known. Like me, I really, really love men, and I understand, especially black men. And I understand their plight, and I understand why they are the way that they are.
Fuck them niggas.
I love them niggas though. I mean, I love my husband. Wait a minute, but I love black men, and I get it. I understand where they're coming from, but where sometimes the pressure that's put on us because of the pressure that's put on them is unbearable.
Yeah.
So we have to find a way to meet somewhere in the middle so that we not stressed the hell out and feeling, like we holding the world on our shoulders.
Right, because at the end of the day, we're still trying to, I mean, it sounds bad, but serve them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like...
It don't sound bad at all. We are really trying. I don't mind serving a man who deserves to be served.
But if he's serving me as well, we're reciprocating and doing those things. So I don't mind that.
No, it has to be reciprocal or it don't make sense at all to do.
So my question to you is, what are some of the things that you do to exhibit self-care outside of just following your dream?
Oh, well, I've gotten to the place too where I do things alone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Date you.
I date me. I want to get to know who I am.
I fucking hate that damn term though.
Why?
Date me. What the fuck is date me?
I'm a good ass date. I eat at good restaurants.
I
don't tell me what to pick up.
No, you just fucking go somewhere by yourself. Like what? Why?
But it's the time that you enjoy
terminology
with
date.
Because if you went with somebody else, hypothetically, it would be a date. So why not say I'm looking after me? I'm learning to love me. I'm getting to know me.
I'm going to enjoy this place. Like, why does it have to be a date with yourself? I don't know. I just think that.
Let me find out you are commitment phobic with yourself. Because I'm commitment phobic. I can't even date myself. Okay, Danielle.
Okay. Anyway, continue.
I get it. So I do things alone, and also too, I've stopped involving myself in conversations and situations that I don't want to be involved in. Like I used to feel like I had to barge in and charge in and fix things all the time. I don't do that anymore. Like with my kids, be like, figure it out. Or if it's even one of my girlfriends, if I don't want to be in a conversation, I'm gonna let her know.
I'm sorry, honey.
No, you're good. I don't want to be a part of that.
Right.
So I'm learning to
shut that shit down.
It down and manage my stress.
Yeah.
And only involve myself in things that make me happy or that provide me with a certain level of peace. Right now, I love love. I call myself the love connoisseur. I love it. I love love, but I love peace more.
Yeah. I think, to me, nothing trumps a peace of mind.
No, nothing.
Like,
right.
And if your mind is cluttered and you get love, it doesn't. You can't even accept the love.
Right.
If your mind is cluttered.
Right. Exactly. Like if it disturbs your peace, it's like, you know what? I don't need to be involved in this.
That's how I am, and I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. And it's like those conversations, even though you may be thinking you're helping your friend, you are helping them, but you're draining yourself because you're giving them the positive energy.
There's always an exchange, and what you give to people means you're taking it from somewhere. Yeah. You're taking it from you,
and that's not the person that's going to give it back to you.
No,
you know what I mean. So you can be like, man, I'm having a bad day. They're like, girl, me too. Let me tell you what happened, and you're like, okay.
So now you compound it with your shit and they shit.
Yeah.
It's like a competition almost.
Yeah. Who had the most fucked up day? Me.
All right. So your new album.
Yes.
Breaking Character.
Yes.
What is the inspiration behind it?
This one is direct. Well, my first album was about my life too. It was about the beginnings of love and how people want to always tell you what you should and shouldn't do in love, and then it's experiencing that new love for the first time, like when you finally get that real relationship. That's what it was about. All this dating, and I finally got this real adult relationship.
Right.
So now Breaking Character is about, now that I've been in this relationship for 21 years, what does love look like to me?
Right.
What occurs in a marriage?
You're right.
What are the deal breakers? What are the good? What's the good? What's the bad? And that's what Breaking Character is about, because people tend to think that people that have been married for as long as I have, it's some sort of magic situation.
Right.
Or I didn't have to endure some bullshit to get to this.
Right.
Right.
So I talk about that. The mistakes, more so the mistakes that I've made over the last 20 years than just his. Because me feeling drained and used, or me feeling like I'm not getting what I want out of my life, is my fault.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to
speak up and
endure that.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So instead of trying to make him feel like I was happy, I should have said something. I should have spoken up. I should have been honest with myself first and then honest with him.
Yeah, well, and I'm sure you were. I'm sorry, Danielle. No, I'm sure, and this is how I feel. And I don't have a husband, but I have kids. But I feel guilty sometimes to say, "Fuck, I need a break." You know what I mean? And instead of saying,
but then that's the self-care, is to take that break. So when you say what is self-care, is to allot yourself the same love that you give to other people.
Yeah.
Because if your child said, "Mom, I need a break," you'd give it to them.
Yeah.
You facilitate it.
Well, go in your room for a minute. Blah blah blah. Shit, you try to go in your room and be like, "Hello, I need."
Yeah. So we have to become our friend. So then when you say dating yourself,
that's what it is.
It's being your best friend.
No, I'm
still not rocking with.
Honestly,
I got you.
There are people women especially who don't even know themselves.
I didn't know myself.
Yeah, they're like, well, what do I like?
Because we change so much.
Right. What do I like? What do I, what's my favorite food? What's my this? What's my that? I don't know.
What do I enjoy doing?
Right. Outside of nurturing other people.
Exactly.
And that's because they don't spend enough time alone learning about them.
And being alone is not necessarily and that's one thing I had to learn too. Because I'm alone doesn't mean I'm lonely.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I have a lot of people around me at times and I'm lonely. And I've been in a room by myself and I'm not.
Right.
So it just means I'm not getting the fulfillment out of those connections that I need. But when I'm alone, I'm going to give myself what I need.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of times people put the expectation on others to make them happy and don't realize that needs to come from within. You can't, that's a lot of pressure to put on another person, one.
Yeah.
And then also when you have that expectation and that person does something that's out of alignment with you being happy, like your whole world sort of comes crashing down, and I think that a lot of people, when they get into relationships, they think, oh, well, I'm in a relationship now, I should just be happy because I'm in a relationship and I have somebody, and then it's like, well, why am I feeling like this?
Because that's not his purpose.
Right. That's not his purpose is not to make you happy. I mean, it's sort of like just to
a value add.
Yeah, that's a value added service.
Yes, it's a value add.
I have a friend that says that he can't make his girl happy, but his job is to facilitate or create an environment in which she can be happy. Absolutely.
Yes.
But you have some people who will have that environment and will still be miserable. But because that's just who they are.
Yeah, because they're not happy with who they are as a person.
Exactly.
Right.
But you know what? That really comes from, and this is just me throwing this out there. I think that just comes from self-actualization. If you're okay with you, all the bullshit, every flaw you have, how you look, how you sing, shit like that.
You felt
that? You felt that? Oh, okay.
If you're good with you, like, you're gonna find happiness because you're okay. You like you.
Yeah.
And you with you every day. If you dislike you, you're gonna be disgruntled.
It took me a while to like me.
Yeah, me too.
Really? Yes,
me too.
It took me until maybe my 30s to say, you know what, I'm all right.
Right.
And I think it changed too.
Wait, okay, so
you decided that you liked you more, or you had to re-like you?
At 40, okay, so I say 40 for me was about finding the truth. Like, is this really who I am, or is this who I was raised to be? Am I living here because I wanted this, or because my mama told me that I wanted this?
Yeah.
So I had to find out what was mine.
Right.
Yeah.
And I found out that a lot of things weren't mine. They were just programs.
Given to you.
Given to me by other people. And it's so funny. It's like when I wasn't achieving certain things, you'd have that voice in your head, and that voice didn't even sound like me.
Yeah.
It's
so like somebody else telling you,
girl, you not doing it right. Like that. I'm talk like that.
Yeah.
So it's like clearing my head to find out what's me and what isn't. What do I want in my life and what don't I want? Why do I even live? Like, I live in Humble. Love Humble. I grew up in Humble. Why am I still there?
Right.
Yeah.
It's because that's where my mom wants me to live. So just all of these things that I've done and these paths that I've taken to please people. So now it's like, who am I in all of this, and what did I create because I wanted it?
Right.
So, and that's what 1 year next, when I release my album Breaking Character, coming out December 7th. So when on December 7th, and it'll be 1 year of me being 40, And I have learned more in this 1 year than I've learned.
Really?
Yes, in the last 10, 15 years.
I mean, I've heard that your 40s is when you just like are fuck it.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm going to be me.
Yeah.
This is like you're settling into you at 40.
And there's an urgency about it.
Yeah.
Really an urgency.
It's an urgency about it because you can't even tolerate the bullshit anymore.
Ooh, girl.
Like the bullshit that you would have let slide, now you're like, wait a minute. You know, my husband says now, like, you're so mean. I'm like, I'm not mean. This is me standing up for myself.
Yeah.
It's
Boundaries,
baby.
baby.
Boundaries, exactly.
Oh, well, sorry you don't like it.
So he's having to adjust to the new normal. Because he's used to me just going along with the flow. Even my kids, you know.
Oh, they get real shook when you're like, I said I'm not doing that no more. They be like, who is this bitch? An alien that came and took over my mama.
Or they'll say stuff like, we used to have such a good relationship.
I mean, and we don't have a bad one now. If you stop trying to take advantage of me and step over my boundaries,
so you think that you sort of like own your no at 40?
Owned my no.
Okay, so you feel like at 40 you settle into you and you own your no and you just don't have any like qualms about it.
I do still have qualms about it because I'm still adjusting. I can't say that I'm completely and fully into my adjustment, but I can understand now what I want and what I don't want, and I'm not as willing to compromise now as much as I was before. I think as I get further along in this journey, my no's are going to be really no's.
Right, just unapologetic.
Unapologetically no.
You know what? I just don't know if I ever really had an issue with saying no.
I don't think you did.
Everybody doesn't, but see, I'm a people pleaser.
You're a people pleaser?
I'm a people pleaser.
I've never been a people pleaser.
Because I feel like...
No, you haven't.
I want people to be happy with me. So I'll go along with the flow. And now, not so much.
I don't think I've ever really fully cared what other people think.
Okay, so here's my thing. I care about the people that I love.
Yeah.
Everybody outside of that, I could give a damn. That's the truth.
Yeah.
But I have strong 20, 30 people that I really give a
damn.
So
That's
for
a lot.
those people, this family, and I would say about a strong
Girl, I'm
20.
lucky if I have a good 10.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I maybe 13, but for those people, I care deeply how they feel. Everybody outside of the people that I love or that I cherish, I don't care. But it's like, even with those, as much as you give, people will take.
Yeah.
Even people that really love you. So
I think I've just always been sort of selfish and self-centered. So,
but that's a good thing.
Accuracy.
See, my daughter is that way, and I won't. I've never
Scorpio?
tried to. No, she's an Aquarius.
Oh my God, my daughter's an Aquarius and she's also selfish.
Yes, very. But she people don't take advantage of her. She doesn't even allow it. Like her no since one has been no.
Right.
And as I used to try to whoop that out of her, then I tried to discipline it out of her and talk it out of her.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm gonna just let her be who she is, so she don't struggle with this.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like right now, Michaela has her shoes on the wrong feet. I said, your shoes are on the wrong feet. She said, I told you I don't care. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I said, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna press about it if you don't care.
But you know what? I think that's kind of what I mean, we've had this discussion before. I think that's actually what unconditional love is just complete acceptance of another person for who they are and just how they are and how they behave. And you know, you don't have to like things that they do,
but you just have to accept
but
it.
you accept that it's not about you
Right.
or whatever.
And a lot of people, most people don't love like that.
No, they don't.
Not even when
I think it's very
marriages.
hard to love like that.
It is because
Like-
we're not trained to love like that.
No, because we want to control.
And you want things to be comfortable for yourself.
Yeah.
So you're like, no, I don't like that. I want you to fix it so that I feel good.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, it's just impossible to love somebody unconditionally and say, well, I don't like the way you fart in the bed. And when you do that, it bothers me. Or when you drive fast or however you are, like little simple shit that you try to change about people, that's just selfish. That's selfish to me. You know what I mean? Because y'all know I'm ridiculous. You know, and it's going to take a really special type of person to say, I appreciate you and I accept you how you are, because I can't change it.
And you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to change who you are to be loved.
A lot of people, though, like probably every relationship I've had, somebody has been like, oh my gosh, you're so great. Like I made a post today that said, it's so weird that men want this beautiful, sexy woman who's free and says the things that other people won't say.
No, they don't want anybody to be free.
Them, and then they want you to stop it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, why do you even come over here, man?
It's like, I was saying it's weird that people are attracted to free spirits just to capture them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, what are you doing?
So it's like...
to control it.
Yeah, they want to control it because they don't want to lose it. So it's the fear of losing it that makes them want to put on all of these controls and handles. But that pushes a free spirit away.
Yes,
because
it does.
You can only be a free spirit by being free.
Yeah.
Exactly. And even if you stay for a while, your resentment is like a extreme high. You're like, I'm going to kill him while he's asleep because I need to get away from him. You know what I mean? And I've been in a lot of controlling relationships. And I'm like, how did this happen again? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because
sometimes control looks like love.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like extreme love, and we really want to be loved deeply. So then you confuse that for love, and it's not. It's control.
Right.
Because love is free.
Yeah.
I guess that's how I've learned to know the difference between love and control.
This is really great. Do you want to play one of your songs for us? Or Danielle, you have any more questions?
Well, I wanted to know. Well, actually, I kind of want you to sing it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, can you sing?
So I saw one of your Instagram posts with the lyrics to "Make Me," and it said, "Love to see your face when I roll over. Boy, you keep me lit. I can't stay sober. Yes. Hard to maintain. Can't keep my composure. Pick either set of lips and wake me with a kiss." And I was like, it's pretty sexy right there.
And Wake Me is about the renewal of love. So it's like the last song on my album. After all the war, after all the fighting, now we go to sleep and we start again because every day is a new day.
It's your all night.
To start over.
That's your all
night. It is. That is my all night.
I'm hiving, baby.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, instantly.
Yes.
I was like,
yes. That's my all night. So you want me to sing?
I do. I want you to sing it.
Okay. Love to see your face when I roll over. Boy, you keep me lit. I can't stay sober. Hard to maintain, can't keep my composure. No, I can't. Pick either set of lips and wake me with a kiss. Oh.
She said pick either set of lips. Make your choice.
No, you know which one.
Yeah. You know which one.
Don't play.
Wow. That was great.
That was.
Thank you.
Can we go together?
I know, right? I feel like I should throw my panties.
I'm like,
first of all, I need to put some on. But
oh my God.
And then I would throw them.
You're so stupid.
I love that. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Ashley, for waking up the computer. Because otherwise, I would have another panic attack. Okay, so you want to play the game now?
Yeah, let me find it. So we're gonna play a Mad Lib.
Okay.
It's gonna be Liddy.
All right.
I feel like we should be friends now that we know we're both in the hive members.
I told my friend the other day, I said, I need some new energy in my life. I'm tired of all y'all.
Shit, you got 30 people?
I know, right?
Floating around.
What is 3 more?
In rotation. In rotation. Not all at the same time.
Okay. I'm going to be at lunch with Kiara.
So, Mad Lib is we're going to tell a story. You're going to fill in the blanks.
Okay.
So, the first one is I need 2 feeling words.
Okay. Feeling words.
Yes, like something that you feel.
Love.
Okay.
Fear.
A season or a time.
Fall. My favorite season.
A thing.
Oh, goodness. Chocolate.
Okay, I need 2 more things.
2 more things. Wine. Oh, what else? Money.
2 more feeling words.
Hope. Pride.
Something you do.
Sing.
A place you go.
The movies.
Something silly.
Cartoons.
I feel like this is going to be so ridiculous.
It is.
A friend's name.
Michelle. Just kidding.
Felicia.
Okay.
I can fight.
Okay. A sense.
A sense.
Mm-hmm.
Taste.
You know what? You are filthy.
Okay. So it's to the thing of have a holly jolly Christmas.
Oh.
Have a love fear Christmas. It's the best time of the fall. I don't know if there'll be chocolate, but have a wine and money.
Okay.
Have a hope and pride. This is like retarded. And when you sing down the movies, say the cartoons to friends you to friends like Felicia that you taste.
Oh. Hey, Fee. Hey, girl.
So what's going on with you and Felicia?
That's my best friend.
Girl, let us find out.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Okay, so is there anything else you want us to know about you, or you want our listeners or watchers to know about you?
Yeah, that's what I'll always say. It's never too late to go after your dreams. It's never too late to take a detour and go in a different direction if you feel like your life is not going in the right direction. As long as you have life, you have the ability to change your life.
I was going to say ability. I'm clairvoyant.
We need to be friends so you can read me my
Oh,
picture.
I will.
And be on the lookout for breaking character. It's personal, it's beautiful, it's painful, it's all of those things, but it's real. Mm-hmm. And I spent my time. It took me 2 years to create it.
2 years, really? Wow.
So is it going to be on your website?
It will be on my website. I have links on my website. It'll be everywhere where you can stream music. So Spotify, Apple Music. You can download it from iTunes. Tidal.
Okay.
Big things, girl. Big things.
Okay. Yeah. Google me.
Okay.
Google me, ho.
Well, you know what? We don't know you very well, but I'm totally proud of you.
Thank you.
I love to see women doing exactly what they want to do.
Thank you. And I love seeing women provide a platform for other women to do what they do.
Go us. Go us. And, you know, I will just add this to what you said about, you know, as long as you have life, you have ability. I don't know if you guys watch The Sound of Music, but climb every mountain, okay? Ford every stream. And follow every motherfucking rainbow.
Oh, Lord.
Until you find your dream.
Your dream.
So, how did y'all like the wine?
Oh, I love the wine.
You liked it? You didn't even finish it.
Because I have to try.
Oh. Okay.
And we like, this is what we do
every week. We're like, what you mean?
What you mean?
You're not gonna finish it.
You don't know how to drink it dry?
Shit, Michaela know how. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So do you have a score?
I'd give it about an 18.
Okay.
18.
Okay. So
yeah.
that's
it packed a little punch.
Okay. It packs a little punch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little pungent.
Well, you don't like Pinot Noir anyway.
I really don't like Pinot Noir. I don't like it because it's so thin.
It is. I was just about to say it tastes like a crayon apple.
It kind of does.
Yeah. So I don't.
Not enough sugar.
Yeah.
Not enough sugar.
like when your mama about the Kool-Aid, the black cherry Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
yeah. And I do like dry wines, but this one is, to me, it's a whole lot dry on the finish.
It's a whole lot dry.
A whole lot.
It's a whole lot.
My grammar just like, I fucking
I know.
failed
This whole
today.
night, you're like, bucket.
I know, right? But yeah, so I give it a 16.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I know, I'm not really fond of it. I know Sharonda's like, fuck y'all. Because
I hope we drank the right one.
because she loves her Pinot Noir.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a 20. because it was alcohol. Number one.
I thought it's like 5 for alcohol.
Yeah. So my real score is 15.
Oh, okay.
So I gave it 20 because 5 for alcohol. I mean, I just don't love red. And then if it's going to be red, it has to be like not super dry. I would like, actually, I had
more of a blend.
Yeah. I had a really great red blend at HEB the other day. The lady was, and oh my God, all she was cooking in her little pot was like onions and olive oil. And I was like, I'm about to go with you
just to eat.
Right. Right.
Full and drunk.
Right. So, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it honestly, but though I think it was better than Coastal Estates. I'll say that.
Oh yeah. It was way better than that. The one last week.
Yeah,
it was way better.
It was, I would say terrible. So yeah,
it's like, but did you bring the wine though? Like,
yeah, right. Like, what is all this extra shit? Like, where is the actual wine?
The wine at?
Right.
It says wine, but I don't feel like there's any in here.
So let me find out you opened this and put some other shit in here.
Okay. So face.
Right. Okay, so you guys don't forget about our party next week.
Yes.
Next week we're having a party, and I know you're having your party too, huh? Album release. So we're probably not going to be able to make it because we had already set up our party, and I'm going to be devastated because you're my new best friend.
We decided to do is just have a listening party next week because I don't feel like people can really rock with you if they don't know the music or they're not at least familiar with it. So we're planning something for the end of January.
Okay.
So I'll have Day, who is my beautiful publicist, give y'all that information.
Okay.
And the end of January, so maybe we'll have a full concert. I can sing some songs and we can
right, and we can be your MCs or something.
Oh yeah.
Fucking,
you want a host?
Bitch, yes.
Okay. Look at that.
What? Always
motherfucking networking.
That's the type of shit we like to do.
Okay.
Well,
shit, I didn't know.
Girl,
Look with it in.
Okay.
Look,
of course.
ready.
Yeah, but we're having a Christmas party.
Okay.
I'm sorry, an anti-Christmas party.
Anti-Christmas.
Yeah,
December
we were
8th.
kind of like, what should we do? We want to do something a little bit different. And then Danielle was like, you know what? Because I'm evil, we should have a party like me. And then I was like, girl, yes.
So y'all gonna have like Christmas on the shirt and then a line through it?
Probably.
I actually bought a shirt like that. No lie. I did off of Amazon. I did the other day. Because I was trying to find pajamas and I could not find, because I was like, fuck this, I'm not even wearing clothes, but I couldn't find the right pajamas that I wanted, so I bought a t-shirt.
Gonna be a pajama
I'm
party.
wearing a Santa hat.
I mean, I was just gonna wear pajamas.
Oh.
It wasn't no pajama party. I was like,
at all.
Fuck Christmas. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear.
The foolery. But it's going to be at the Duck Off on Merworth. I don't know the exact building number.
Okay.
Anyway, but it's at 6 p.m. So when we start, we're going to do a live show.
And
G, we're going to have some games.
Go play game night.
Danielle loves game night, you guys. That was how we had our first event. We had a St. Patrick's Day game night.
Oh my God. And people got so crazy over bingo.
Yes.
So I'm going to go buy some extra bingo chips this time.
Please do.
Because they were like, why are there no more bingo chips? Because we haven't hit bingo yet and I need some more chips. And they were using like crackers, I think.
Oh my God.
Something. Like, it was something stupid.
Somebody didn't pay for their shit though, because I ended up spending like $170 for that motherfucker.
I know.
So, and I know I didn't drink that much.
It's like, I was drunk, but
bitch, but I wasn't that drunk. I didn't buy 3 pizzas.
I know I ate, but
yeah. So I mean, that's it for me. Thank you so much, Kiara. You rocked my socks
thank you for
off,
coming.
I had a great time.
Sorry about those technical difficulties, but it's still gonna be cute. Don't worry about it.
December 7th.
That's next Friday.
Next Friday,
Yes.
December 7th.
Okay.
What's the name of the album again?
It's called Breaking Character. You can get it anywhere where music is streamed, anywhere music is sold. I'm not going to put it in stores, but it is
And
available.
Tidal, which is pretty important.
Yes.
Tidal.
Because we're not
But
on
everybody
Tidal.
streams these days. Like, nobody buys.
Nobody
Nah.
buys.
Yeah.
But I am, like, I'm going to be, when I have my events, I'll have, like, CDs just because it's something tangible that people can have.
Could you make me a record?
You want a vinyl?
Fuck yeah.
I'll make some vinyls.
Okay, because I totally have a record player and I play
I
records
have
all the
one
time.
I got from Urban Outfitters.
Hey, do you want to go with me to the record store? There's a really amazing one in Webster.
Yeah, I want to go to a record
I'm totally
store.
planning to do that.
Okay, when you go to... Okay,
I
we
was
can
just
talk
thinking,
about
okay,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to go.
See, I have a new best friend.
Oh my
God.
You know how to get to my heart, though.
I know. You see, I told you I was clairvoyant. I knew I was going to get in there.
I like new shit.
Right?
I have a friend named Miller. She's on the album, too. You know, let me just shout out. I got to shout out Jay Kraft, my husband, who produced my whole album. Since who wrote my album. I wrote some, too. This album I wrote a lot. And Miller, who wrote some of the songs. I was going to bring her up because she always says, I love new. And now that I understand why she likes new. New is fun.
Yes.
So, yeah. So.
I know. I know.
love them.
I'm feeling you too.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Between Us Girls. But don't keep it a secret. Listen and share with everyone you know. See you next week.